Hey guys, quick update. Up till today, I was still having problems with the slide cover plate coming down and catching on the back of the slide. So almost every magazine, this would come down at some point and catch right about there. I tried the one from CZ Custom, the aluminum one, and the tolerances and dimensions are all the same, so it would still do it. And I finally got tired of it. So I put the cover plate in a mill, and I took 20 thousandths off the bottom. And so, yeah, I took care of it. It's not an ideal solution. It does open this up a little bit. I'll roll in a picture of the factory ones. You can kind of compare the two side by side. Here's a Glock 19 for comparison. You kind of see that. I mean, neither one was watertight to begin with, but that could be a concern about debris getting in there. Oh, new light, TLR1HL. I just prefer these 800 lumens. So I got a brown one because I have an FD frame, and I got it from Modern Outdoor Adventures. So check them out. Doesn't match, but who cares? Last video, I showed this extension off. It was a P09 extension. It gets you to 140 millimeters on a P09 magazine for like USPSA. And it gives me 3 extra rounds, 4 if I really want to force one in there. I prefer this angle. It's lower profile than the plastic ones, the plastic plus 2s. The problem is I thought I was being smart when I ordered the magwell version. So the magwell version has these cuts here, and if you look, you can see that wear mark. You can see that the extension is cut lower than where the base pad's supposed to be. And what I didn't think about was, even though this gives me a nice big area to grab onto with my thumb to strip the magazine for manipulations or failure stuff, failure drills, it also allows me to over-insert the magazine. So unlike a Glock, you have this shelf here, right? And it corresponds with a shelf inside the frame, so you can't over-insert the magazine no matter what you do. With most metal magazines, you don't have anything like that. Usually the ejector is what keeps you from over-inserting the magazine. On the 1911, the back of the magazine hits the very kind of base of the ejector. But on this gun, it hits the very front. You can see kind of that dirt and debris there where it was actually hitting. And you can see the angle that's on there. It's actually bent up a little bit. I compared it to my other one, my black P-10C, and it still has a slight angle, but it's not as severe. So that definitely got bent up over the course of maybe 15 or 20 full power reloads today. You can actually see the wear right there on the ejector where it's been hitting the slide. It was actually causing my slide velocity to drop. I noticed my ejection was kind of weak. But the biggest problem was killing my reloads. So the P-10C will auto-forward. If you just slam the magazine in, the slide will go forward. I don't do that. I like the opposing forces reload. This is what I do on Glocks. This is what I do on everything because it just kind of always works. You just keep your thumb just lightly over the slide release. You're not pressing down or anything. You're just kind of hovering it there. And when you insert the magazine with force, this upward force, right, is opposite your thumb. And your thumb actually wants to stay in place and come down. So you kind of use that to drop the slide. And the nice thing about that is instead of trying to do insert, hit the button, because sometimes you'll hit it early and then before the magazine's in, so you actually have nothing in the chamber. So with a little practice, it's really reliable and really fast. The problem is, because of the over-insertion, if I press the magazine down into the table, so now it's hung on the back of the magazine. It's not touching the slide stop at all. So when I release the pressure, the slide goes forward. So I think I've got some GoPro of it happening. I'll try to roll it in. It was just really awkward because the slide would go, but not normally. Like the timing was off, and sometimes I'd slam it up and it just wouldn't move at all. So I'd have to go through a standard over the top. So yeah. So yeah, I screwed up. Shouldn't have gotten the magwell version. Should have just gotten the regular version. This one's already all gouged up, so I can't return it. But the 3 additional ones I bought are still in the package, so I've returned those. I'm going to exchange them for the flush fit version. And they're also anodized black, so, I guess that's better. Anyway, that's where I am. I just thought I'd update you guys. See you later.